when I told people originally that we were making a movie, most people laughed, and not in a bad way, but just like, yeah, right. Especially people that knew the clients, like, how are you going to do that? And I didn't know, but I was like, no, I think we're going to. And so then I called my son Caleb and said, hey, I knew his love of movies, and I was like, hey, do you want to come on and work, and let's make this movie? And he said, yeah, and so we just jumped in.
So we started thinking about what we could do, right? Kind of what was in our realm. And I had this weird, I don't know, kind of push away thought of a superhero film, but I said, I don't know, that's could be too much and too big. But when I brought it to Dad, he was like, I love it. It is a summer, like, blockbuster film, let's do it. And so, yeah, here we are.
Hey everybody, first day of shooting, Limitless League 3! We are on set. We got a little bit of a rainy day outside, but I think we're gonna get it in. It's an outside shoot day, and we'll see what happens. Everybody pretty pumped?
Woo! Oh yeah! So Tyler, I just want you to tell me about yourself. Who is Tyler Reese?
Well, I'm somebody that's loves to watch movies, play video games, really into superheroes.
So I'm 19 years old. I'm from a small town called Payne, Ohio, and I started working at PC for over a year now.
Well, I started workshop 2 years ago. I've been volunteering at Senior Center longer than here. So when I like doing movies here, got to be a big movie star. When I did my first movie, everybody enjoyed me as being the professor.
I like to do things like the movies that we do at the workshop.
Who is Michael B?
Well, I got that name from my mother and my father. Long time ago, since I was born.
I got 3 brothers and 3 sisters. Yes, I do. Yeah, I got lots of cousins, uncles, aunts, nephews by marriage, and nieces by marriage, like that.
I like playing games, like movies.
My name is David Harp, and I am a nice, kind, and caring person, and I like to be in movies.
I'm funny looking.
What's my personality like? Being with people, making people happy, making them smile and laugh.
I am funny. I like to help people when they need.
Well, I'm skillful, smart, always a little bit funny, and very educational.
I like to collect stamps just like my dad does.
I live in a small town called Paulding, Ohio, and I work at PC Workshop, and I work at the Limitless store.
Oh, one more. My oldest brother, Richard, is the onlyest one. Because when I was little, he called me a wimp. Still, when I was growing up, he called me whip in the minor. Third, now he still called me whip in the minor.
So I'm Megan Sierra, and I'm the executive director for PC Workshop, and I've been here for 9 years.
Well, my name is Alicia. I've been here for around 3 years. I am the program coordinator, but I also wear a lot of other hats.
I am Marcella Sierra. I am the warehouse manager. So what I do is when we get the pallets, I open them up, get them a price, put them in our bins, and then our clients price them to go to the store.
I also I do the ISP meetings, so the clients come in, or the individuals that want to attend here, I get them set up basically. We get them into classes, we get them into work, and go from there.
My name is Jeremy, and I started off, I've been volunteering here for quite some time. This isn't my only job. I was a pastor here in the community, and so we would do different things to partner with the PC Workshop.
So I am a vocational manager for leadership development. So I work on making a schedule, I help plan outings, activities, classes, stuff like that.
And then a couple years ago, I came on full-time, and so was at that time head of what we call the leadership department.
So leadership, we work on all of the soft skills that our clients need. The other departments do the work and they work on job skills, but we do the reading, we do writing, we do money skills, we have health and fitness where we go exercise, or we swim, or we do karate, or we go out into the community and we go to Tin Caps games, and we're kind of like the fun side of work, but also we're still working and we're learning and we're becoming better people.
Yeah, I'm Caleb Thompson. I've worked at the workshop for 3 years now. I'm part of the leadership team, so I help lead classes. I do music class, workshop live, and then movie class. I've led for the past 3 years. So. You join the workshop, and then you join this crazy thing called movie class.
Movie class, yes.
And why did you do it?
Well, because I like to be a director someday. So I want to give it try something different, see how I like it. And it's not bad at all.
It was something the clients wanted to do. I think that part of my role was to hear different things that they were interested in doing and trying to do, and then figuring out how to make that happen.
I just think I watched one of these behind-the-scenes featurette on each film I watched, and I got to thinking in my head, I want to do that career someday while I get much older.
At first, when I first started PC, I didn't want any take part in movie class because I didn't know what it was all about. But then as soon as I, thought about it for a second, I was like, after the first semester I was in, I was like, maybe I should start joining and see what it's like. So I joined, and it was probably one of the best experiences I've ever been a part of.
Why superheroes?
Yeah,
The reason we started with superheroes was we have a client, Tyler, who created a superhero in high school, and he had given me his first story about Static Boy, and we tried to do a couple things with that as far as trying to get it published, trying to find other avenues for him to be able to get his story out. Just kept hitting dead ends, and so we're like, well, let's just let that be part of the movie.
Originally it was superheroes because it gives a summer blockbuster, and that's when superhero movies are released. And I think they're fun. I love superhero movies. I watch all of them.
And it kind of just fit that, like, what makes a superhero, and we wanted to tell that story. Not just what the world thinks of a superhero, but what actually makes somebody super. So it was just kind of, we just kind of started rolling with it. We kind of had a starting point with Static Boy, and so then it was who else is going to be in this movie, and we created these other characters knowing that we couldn't just have one superhero.
Tommy, Limitless League 3, you excited?
Yes, I do it for my dad.
Michael B, what did you just tell me about your costume?
It was great.
Does it feel good to have it on again?
Yes.
Dino Mike back in action?
Yep.
Eric is working behind the scenes today, just as important, but don't worry, Professor will be in this flick.
I'll be there.
But today, no shooting, just a little behind the scenes stuff, right?
That's correct.
And also Static Boy.
That's right.
The reason we started this whole process.
Like I said, we kind of had a few different ideas, and then Dad told me about Tyler, and how he created this character called Static Boy. Tell me about Static Boy.
Well, as um, as Tyler and Static Boy, um, um, I'm never afraid to be who I am, and I always try to do the right thing, and I also do my best to make people feel good about themselves, not just so they can they can feel good, but so they can use their differences for good purposes in life.
Tell me about the professor. Tell me about this character.
The professor, he was in the first movie, he was a bad guy for real. He kidnapped Megan Sierra and put her in jail. And then he was mean and ugly.
Tell me about Dino Mike. Who's that guy?
Well, he's like very skillful, powerful, smart. He always solves problems, always helps someone if they're in trouble.
Tell me about Superstar Man.
Superstar Man, gotta think. I like Superstar Man because he is be like a true American hero soldier.
Can you tell us where Static Boy came from?
Oh, as in my adventures, I live in Static City.
But when I got to be villain, I thought I might scare everybody. They're gonna see a different Eric in the movie. It took everybody by surprise.
So where did the creation of Static Boy? What made you think of Static Boy? And why?
Well, I've watched superhero movies for a long time, and well, most of my life I've always wanted to be a superhero myself. But since I know they weren't actually real, I decided to make a fictional superhero ego of myself, Static Boy.
Originally, you were reptilian.
Yeah, I was.
So tell me a little bit of why we started with reptilian and then we got to Dino Mike.
Well, when I was reptilian, I can use some like abilities, like reptile-like abilities. But instead of the reptile, I got in my mind thinking, what a word, I should change to Dino Mike. So,
TJ,
What's up?
you're the villain.
How you feel?
What do you think about this?
I feel powerful right now.
Whoa, all right. Eagle Lord.
So,
Excited?
alright.
All right.
Can you tell me who's Eagle Lord? You, yeah.
yeah. Like flying high. Like pick on. Like nests. Like benches.
Tell me a little about your character in the film, Lord Teleporte. Who is that guy?
So he's kind of a dumb villain, but he's kind of a goofy villain. But yeah, he just he thinks he's like this great villain and everything, and yeah, he just thinks he's the best villain of all time. But then he finds out that he's not, so he tries to get through these hurdles and everything. But in the end, he just doesn't work out for him.
Reason why I brought up the Super Packer because I like the football player of the Packers.
Can we do one upstairs? Tommy, it's day 2 of filming.
I know.
You excited?
Yes.
So, we've been filming. At this point, we've filmed 3 movies.
Yeah.
We've been working really hard on Limitless 3.
Yeah.
And so, walk me through that. What is Limitless 3? What is making a movie look like?
Well, it's making it feel like look like a brand new adventure.
Well, making a movie, it takes some direct, some patience, time, hard work, and perseverance.
We went to Limitless store this morning. Did filming. And did filming as me being turning into a good person.
So being in a movie, so like you're in like front of a camera, and like it's exactly what you think it is. It's like you shoot like a movie, like you feel like you're like in the movie. You feel like that you're in it, and you feel like that, you know, it's just awesome. I can't like explain it, put into words, but it's just awesome.
Okay, like the microphone you're holding,
Okay, so there's a microphone. Yep.
the camera, the lights. Let's see.
Do you have different places to go to for each location and stuff?
Well, we filmed our lines today, and we thought about how we're gonna do them and how we're gonna act. And we also had to use our emotions, kind of get the feeling.
It would be the script, and then of that would be the other props like the game arcade thing.
All right, day two. Lord Teleporte right here. You guys all know that. Look at that. See? You thought it was TJ. It's not. It's Lord Teleporte. We're shooting your lair today, right?
Yeah, my evil lair.
Your evil lair.
Yes.
And we are introduced to the teleport machine.
Yep.
And we learn why you're called Lord
Teleporte.
So what is something challenging about making these films? What's something that really that challenging?
Challenging? Oh, I forget what that means.
Thinking of ideas.
Well, tricky, hard parts to make a film is to about mix up with the lines.
Like I said before, you sometimes have to think about how you want to do it, and how you're gonna perform. That's not always easy, but I always manage to pull through.
What's challenging doing a movie is, I guess, trying something different with my life.
I like to be nervous because I can't say the right words right.
Good. You can't tell, we're about to shoot a funeral scene. We're at the funeral house doing our casket. And what happens in our movie? Why are we here right now? What happens?
Me, I'm in that casket.
And what's something you love about making movies?
I have some fans who like me.
What I love about it is, well, I'm really feeling like I'm having a big adventure. Because acting requires imagination, and when you have imagination, anything is possible. You can be anything that you want to be.
What's it like working with your other cast and crew?
Yeah, I like that too.
What do you like about it? Tell Caleb what you like about it.
Because I like them.
So I definitely enjoy being with my peers, being with my colleagues, because they are awesome and amazing.
My favorite part?
Well, I like how I like to edit it and see some neat CGI.
I like the old jail.
Tyler, this is kind of a different location for us, huh?
Yeah, it sure is.
A funeral home, but it's new. And what do you think? How's the shoot day going so far?
It's going really well. I really love acting in movies, especially when I'm a superhero.
That's awesome.
What did you learn about movie making during making these movies? What are some things that you might not have known about the filmmaking process that you now do?
Oh, jeez.
One of them was those lines where you didn't you can make up your own. You could say whatever you wanted to say.
Was it something I learned? Not really, I don't think.
We have people outside filming. We got people inside chilling on the bus. It was hot today, huh? Yeah. Thanks everybody for being here in the hot. It's gonna be awesome. We're almost done with the day, Rochelle. Good day, right?
Talking about sweating.
Yeah. Talking about sweating, Caleb we just finished, Caleb, how we feeling today? We did day 3. It was a hot day.
Hot day.
In the funeral home.
Funeral home.
And then outside.
And then outside for 2 scenes. I feel like it went well. I feel like I got more done than maybe I thought we might, so the funeral's gonna be awesome. I mean,
The end of the movie.
hot take, yeah, but
It's gonna be everything you hoped.
once we've watched this, the docu, it's already been, we've already seen it all, but I think it could be our strongest scene in the movie. How does it feel to be in costume?
Oh, it definitely feels awesome. It makes me feel like I'm out there fighting bad guys and saving people.
What does it feel like when you're in your costume?
It feels good.
What feels different when you're in your costume versus when you're not in your costume?
Well, it feels like I'm living a double life. When I'm not wearing my costume, I'm mild-mannered, offer an actor Tyler Reese, and when I'm wearing my Static Boy costume, I'm still friendly, but also a tough superhero.
Yeah, it feels a little bit different. By my normal self, I'm usually happy and nice, but in a movie, I'm mean and.
When I'm Tyler Reese, I'm friendly and gentle, but when I'm Static Boy, I'm still friendly, but I act like a tough superhero too.
How does Static Boy affect the Tyler you know?
Oh, yeah, just like when I'll pick him up after, starts the after school, sorry. He's going to be 31.
Have you seen the films impact clients' lives? Have you seen a difference?
Oh yes, they feel stronger about themselves. They feel more important when they go out to the community. They get excited when somebody recognizes them. So yes, I feel it's a boost of confidence for them.
He'll share that he's had a conversation with someone at work, and maybe they were maybe even nervous about filming the movie, one of the cast members, and he would give some of his encouragement and maybe a quote to help build them up, and that's Static Boy, you know, but it's part of who Tyler is.
Just everyone's attitude towards telling people, the pride that everybody feels about being a part of it is just unexplainable. I mean, just the difference in people that, you know, Tommy, for instance. Tommy is definitely social, but he wants to talk about being Superstar Man. And even, you know, just all of the clients, just being a part of something and saying they were a part of it has made such a difference.
He really enjoys the interaction now, where before he was just a little bit more timid, but not anymore. I mean, this has really, really helped him a lot as far as communications with other people.
Does making movies make you feel confident, make you feel good about yourself?
Yes.
Can you say a little bit about that?
What can I say? What can I say?
Well, the way I see it, being both Tyler and Static Boy has made me feel more confident about myself, and it gives me more courage to do more good, not just for myself, but for other people as well.
I know, what can I say, making a comfort about making movies. It make me feel good. And that's about it.
Thanks, Haley.
Hi.
Here we are, day 4. We're in the bank. How's everybody doing? Kimmy, that's right. Eric, of course, Static Boy. TJ and Haley are here for moral support, as is Reba. Caleb's getting set up. And here's a clue about what we're gonna be doing today. Little pun.
What is watching your movie in a real life movie theater? What does that feel like?
It's fun seeing our movies in the movie theater.
Well, the movie theater, the one up in the mall, it was excellent. And it was huge, and I like the seats, and the audio from Dolby was the Atmos.
Oh, that feels pretty great. I feel watching yourself in a movie for the very first time. Man, that's so cool.
At first, it seemed unreal to me, and then it turned out great to me. Make me feel good.
I'm in here with Kenny. We are in the Limitless League headquarters. And Kimmy, what you got? That's right. You're showing me your script, your flower power, and your planner, right? That's why it was such a big deal in the movie. Is that your movie? Is that your line? Is that your scheme? Yeah. And here in the Limitless League, you were at the bank. Is that right? At the bank.
Back to the clear. Alright, Kimmy, are you ready? Hold on. Hold on. I like how ready you are. Are ready, steady, go, Kimmy. Yeah, tell me more about getting to take pictures with the community members that were able to come and then at the other premiere. What was that like?
It feels really good.
It was just amazing how much people supported us and supported, all PC Workshop to come to this film.
I love it. I love the movie premieres. Because our people are so proud. They're so excited. They're so proud. And everyone else from the community or their family or whoever who walks in those doors, they're happy. They're excited. They're also very proud. And 6 years ago, that wouldn't have happened. Like that, people wouldn't have shown up had we done that, And so not only have our people changed and improved and grown, but I think our community has also grown and improved, and they are accepting and they are understanding a little more now. And we're not just a little corner out in the middle of nowhere, but we are part of the community now.
Fantastic job. Alright, let's clear out our things. I gotta grab all my stuff.
Yeah, I can't think of anywhere I would rather live than Paulding County. I can't say enough about our little rural county that sometimes as people may look down on it, that there's nothing, Paulding County doesn't have anything to offer, but I disagree with that.
So what are some ways in which the community has impacted the workshop and vice versa?
I think the community has impacted PC Workshop by showing up, by shopping our store, by coming to our movie premieres. Time and time again, I think the community shows up for us.
The community response has been awesome. People like the movies, which we always told ourselves it was never about if people liked it, right? We're doing it just because it's important to them. But the fact that people like it is kind of the cherry on top, and it's pretty sweet.
We used to have the community, if they wanted to be part of us, they had to come to us, which didn't always happen. But the movie and Workshop Live and all of these things, we are kind of inserting ourselves into the community and making them realize, oh, we're human.
Beyond looking over people with disabilities like Paulding, I think I hate how down on Paulding people are, and I think people think it's no good for nothing, and yet we've made 3 movies, so what you gonna do?
And I feel like the community is also in need of hope, and I feel like that's what our clients bring to people, is the hope that we can change things. Whatever we want to do or whatever we want to see, that can happen by being ourselves.
We're too often very isolated from one another, and the only way that anything else could ever happen is if we try to do it together. And so I think we have to be a part of a community. Have to.
Here we are on scene at the library once again for a teleport scene. We got a lot of helpers today. Rochelle, Reba's getting some sun. She's sand tunning out there. Eric's here. This is the second to last day of shooting. Dave's here to help. TJ's in this. Lord Teleporte.
Can you put your big, your head big, yeah, do big superhero pose.
We're at a new location, Devil's Bridge.
After I did my first movie as villain, I had little kids saying, "Hi, villain. Hi, professor." And a lot of them gave me a hug and took pictures of them with me.
So we have a daycare, and we showed the movie to the daycare, and to see daycare kids running around being Static Boy was pretty unbelievable.
How do you think the films have changed the way that community members think about people with disabilities or the PC Workshop participants specifically?
Man, I think it's changed everything.
Back in the day, when I was going to school, was no good for me. I've been bullied a lot by a lot of people. That wasn't a good start for me.
Well, I was diagnosed with autism when I was 3, and even though I lived a good life, no good life comes without problems, and I've had my share of them. There were certain things that bothered me and things I worried about.
I mean, some people are stars, man, like stars. It's pretty awesome.
During when I thought about Static Boy, I'd say that's when I found out who I really was, and eventually I found out what my true purpose is in life.
He has a purpose in life, and just like all the other clients, you should see their eyes when we make the movies, or when you guys make the movies, and we're going there. And I'm walking around taking pictures, and they're just beaming from ear to ear. They know they're a part of this movie. It gives them great purpose, and you can see it in their face.
My goal in life is to spend the rest of my life doing whatever I can to make life easier for others, mostly by convincing them to always be themselves and to always do the right thing.
It's cool to be a part of something so beyond oneself, you know?
The lives that he has touched is monumental. Not just him, but the whole cast of the clients that work here and the staff, that the lives they've touched. And we may never even know how many lives have been touched by watching those movies. And
the craziest thing ever is we'll go places and people will recognize our clients from our talk show that we do every week and our movies, and people come up to them and like, oh, I watched this or I saw this. And so it breaks down a barrier. It makes talking to somebody with disabilities less, that it takes the stigma away or the hesitancy, because they're just people who are making a movie just like other people are.
The fact that people are getting recognized and appreciated for their work, that's it right there, you know. And if, you know, I never had a name in the credits, or I never win an Oscar, but I did that, come on, that's it.
All right, everybody, last day of filming. How we feeling?
Great. Pretty good. Great.
Tommy, how we feeling?
Thank you, Dad.
And maybe not just movie, but our creative endeavors, our workshop live, our movie, how is that allowed for growth here?
Yeah, I mean, so many different ways.
Tommy, from movie 1 to movie 2 or 3, like, has just been unbelievable. Like, the first movie, getting him to say the lines was, oh my God, it was so difficult. And he kind of had a difficult time today when we were filming, but the last film session, like, showed up ready, nailed his lines, was improvising, was acting, was actually, and has had a few improvisations this time that were awesome, that we didn't tell him to do, and he just did. It just instinctively felt, and it was awesome, you know. So to see his growth from first movie to third movie is unbelievable.
Have you learned a lot, and have you grown from Limitless League 1 to now Limitless League 3?
Yes.
What are some things that you've learned about?
Friendship, togetherness, and kindness.
You know, obviously the last 6 years, and especially these last 3 with the movies, like I've seen, you know, in Workshop Live too, like people have, you know, they've started talking, they started communicating, they've started expressing themselves, their true selves, I think, instead of just what they think I want them to see or what the world wants them to be.
Yep, let's do that one more time. Ready, steady, go.
I'm glad you're back. The machine is almost shut down.
All right, Robert, we're here on set the last day, right? Yeah. And you learned how to work a piece of equipment. That is, what is that? Do you know what that is?
From the Sweetwater.
No, it's not from Sweetwater, but this is what we are recording all the audio on.
Mm-hmm.
So we put the microphone, goes to this, right? And Robert was holding this. And then we turn it on, and then you have to turn this little thing on and off, right?
Mhm.
And so Robert was in charge of the audio today, and he was hitting the button when Caleb told him to, then he would start recording. And so Robert did all of the audio today, all of the audio recording, and did a great job, man. That's awesome. Was it pretty excited? It takes everybody, right?
Right.
So Robert made sure we got good audio today, and then it was recorded with the videos, and it was fantastic. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
What's next?
Well, I've been thinking I can start out a Japanese anime film, or maybe one of those sci-fi original movies.
What do you think's next for you?
Well, I'm not quite sure right now what's next yet.
What are maybe some other adventures that you could see yourself doing?
Well,
My origin story.
number one would definitely be the origin of Static Boy, how I came to be.
Our next thing we should do is like we should do the same thing again, but a different characters. We should just figure out different characters.
Is there anything that you would want to direct?
Anything I direct? I wanna direct the. I know you guys do not. I know my co-worker clients do not sing at all. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I just hope that people get us and people understand like what we're doing and everything, and
I want a funny comedy action one.
And like making a Disney film, a new Wazzles film, and I can make like a My Hero Academia Origins movie about Momo.
I hope I see more people making movies. It's the best thing you can do in the world ever. It's so fun.
I hope that I just hope that our world could just love each other and see people for not for what I want them to be or I think I need them to be, but for what they really are.
Or I can make a wacky, silly comedy cartoon film, which includes one of my favorites.
So yeah, I hope that I'm not an anomaly, and that the workshop's not an anomaly, and that people who want to make movies get to make movies, and people who write characters and want to see them realized can see them realized. I mean, that's, I think, the power of a story and of a character and of art. It's the end all be all. I mean, I think it can do about anything.
I wish we could live in a world that looked at those who need help the most and figure out how do we help them. Because I think what we would ultimately find is that the whole world would actually be a better place.
I'd say reach for the stars because they have, and just keep reaching and seeing where it's going to take you. Yeah, I love the thought that it's ever changing, and we don't ever want to get stagnant.
One other thing I'm always interested in is to make like a no CG crossover Universal movie.
That'd be my hope. A very broad hope is that more people would do what we're doing, and just try. That's all we ever did. Just try. Yep, clap once more. All right. Well, Tyler, do you have anything else that you think our audience needs to hear, and that not just our audience, but anyone out there that you think that the world should hear?
Yeah, I do. I'd like to say my first message on how to get for life.
About our movie and watch me in the movie.
People from Defiance, Ohio, You better check this third movie out. It's gonna be epic. You should see it. And Mom, you should go see it. And I hope you're gonna like it.
I hope everybody enjoys it.
Just hope the family would love this movie.
Whatever your walk of life in the community, that you can still make an impact on our folks with disabilities.
The biggest thing that I would like to portray to people is just that Limitless and PC Workshop and the clients that come here have the ability to change your life.
Be kind to one another, and everybody else would be kind back towards you.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that came to the premiere and watching this documentary right now, or anybody that showed out and just supported us from the very beginning. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for loving my people and my clients, and thank you for supporting them and being proud of them and giving them these opportunities even when it was hard, because I know it's hard. Like, there are some hard days, but thank you. And thank you for letting us be a part of that, because I don't know if I actually make their lives better, but they make mine better, so thank you.
I feel incredibly grateful to be given the opportunity to be here, and I truly love my job and the clients that are here and the staff.
We can feel good when we're being ourselves, but sometimes when we're being ourselves, we feel like we can't do anything great and never will. However, God has made each and every one of us special. He gave each of us our differences, and He always wants what's best for us. And when we know He always wants what's best for us, we can 100% guarantee that we can use our differences for good purposes in life. So no matter how hard, hopeless things may be, never give up. So my message to you is, being yourself is never something you need to be ashamed of. It makes you special. It makes you who you are.